Well, if you were looking for snow this morning, just look to the foothills. They're some of the only areas that got some of the white stuff today. Of course, higher elevations had plenty of snow this morning. This is a look at Frisco. They had so much, they really had to get their shovels out. And then there's the metro, just mostly brown grass and sidewalks showing out there. But we do have more snow chances this week. Meteorologist Keely Chalmers with us to break it all down. That has even changed a little bit. We were looking at more snow, and now it's looking like maybe a little bit less for that Wednesday storm, Keely.
Yeah, I tell you, the model's changing by the hour. Still looking like we are going to get snow with the next system that actually moves in tomorrow night, bringing us snow. Totals, of course, differing with different models, but we could get a couple inches even here in the metro area with this next system. Again, that starts to move in tomorrow night into Wednesday morning. So the impact will be Wednesday morning once again for the commute. Still getting a little bit of light snow falling up in the high country right now as this system that brought us the snow this morning gradually pushing off to the south. Just clouds. We're going to see clearing skies as we head into the afternoon here in the metro area. We're currently 41 degrees at DIA, winds out of the north 9 miles per hour. Here is a live look at our radar. You can clearly see the snow dissipating, the storm off to the south of us, but we're still getting some decent snow along I-25 Pueblo south to the New Mexico border. As for how much snow we got, pretty impressive totals up in the high country. 22 inches in Copper, Breckenridge 16 inches, Winter Park 9 inches, 7.5 in Dillon. So again, a decent amount of snow in the foothills as well as in the higher elevations. Today, morning snow that has pushed off, then afternoon sunshine. We are going to see sunshine reaching our high right around 3 o'clock this afternoon. Taking a look at our weather headlines, the snow ends tomorrow, sunshine, and then we have the next storm system moving in tomorrow night into Wednesday. More on what we can expect Wednesday morning coming up in your complete forecast in just a bit.
Keely, thank you so much. We are almost there, just one day until the presidential election. And today, NBC News is out with its final national poll of the campaign. It shows Kamala Harris and Donald Trump still neck and neck, both with 49%. Today, both candidates are making their final campaign stops. Donald Trump is set to hold a rally in Raleigh, North Carolina, a must-win state for him. He's also expected in Pennsylvania and Michigan before heading back to Florida, where he will await election results. Meanwhile, Harris will spend today in Pennsylvania, stopping in 4 cities. This after she made a stop in Michigan last night. Harris plans to watch election results in Washington, D.C. tomorrow. The FBI has issued a new warning about fake election videos generated by Russia. At least a couple claim to be made by the FBI, but that is false. Also, security ahead of potential civil unrest has ramped up with the National Guard on standby in several states. NBC's Stephanie Gosk has more.
With just 1 day to go, unprecedented new measures are underway to keep Americans safe and to protect the vote. Security will be dramatically stepped up at polling stations nationwide on Election Day, amid concerns of potential violence and voter intimidation. After 2 ballot drop boxes were deliberately set on fire, some now have fire extinguishers.
They're tested, they're true. They got the approval of all of our local firefighters.
At many county and government buildings, barricades are up. And at some polling locations, new bulletproof glass has been installed to protect workers, along with emergency panic buttons. In Washington, D.C., fencing is going up at the White House and the vice president's residence, and many businesses are already boarding up their storefronts. The Justice Department now plans to monitor polls in 27 states to ensure compliance. But some Republican-led states like Texas are pushing back, saying federal monitors will not be allowed in. In the swing state of Michigan, officials say they're prepared to stop any violence.
We're ready, and we have partnerships with law enforcement and others to protect the people who protect democracy.
But perhaps an even bigger issue, the online spread of disinformation and lies, particularly coming from Russia, China, and Iran, intended to disrupt the election.
We came to America 6 months ago.
That includes the fake viral video showing supposed Haitian immigrants voting multiple times. Federal officials say Russian interference groups are behind the fake video.
Russian produced and specifically designed to go viral to undermine American confidence in the security and integrity of our elections.
The FBI also concerned about 2 videos falsely claiming to be from the FBI relating to election security. One stating the FBI has apprehended 3 linked groups committing ballot fraud, and a second relating to the second gentleman.
9 News will have 7.5 hours of continuous special election coverage. That's tomorrow between Channel 9, KTVD, and streaming on 9 News Plus. That coverage will start 3 o'clock in the afternoon right here on 9 News on Tuesday. New this noon, a security guard who shot and killed a man in an Aurora 7-Eleven this summer will not be charged. Prosecutors ruled what happened at the gas station at Colfax and Peoria Street on August 31st was self-defense. Police say the man who was killed, Vernon Dorsey, put a gun to the security guard's head, ordered the guard to give up his gun, and threatened to kill him. Police say Dorsey then tried to take the gun. There was a struggle, and the guard killed Dorsey with a shot to the chest. A woman who was handling HOA fees for several northern Colorado homeowner associations is in trouble, accused of pocketing those fees. Police in Johnstown were investigating her for 16 months and just arrested 48-year-old Sandra Oldenburg. She's accused of stealing nearly $650,000 and now faces numerous felonies, including theft, money laundering, and forgery. Coming up today on 9 News at 3 o'clock, we'll hear from a homeowner who now has to pay more because of the thefts. We've learned that there's an investigation into the owners of the troubled apartment complexes in Aurora that claimed their buildings were taken over by a Venezuelan gang. Documents obtained by 9 News Investigate show the Colorado Attorney General's office issued subpoenas to CBZ management over recent months. They're investigating potential violations of the state's safe housing laws that regulate housing conditions. The subpoena demands the management company turn over documents related to how it screens tenants, its finances, how it handles maintenance requests, and how it promotes its apartments to potential residents. The management company owns several apartment buildings in Aurora. Claims that the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua had taken them over and were extorting residents went viral online. They were amplified by former President Trump, who came to Aurora last month for a speech on immigration. Documents we also got show there have been questions about living conditions at the apartment complexes for years. Other documents show CBZ started telling the city it believed its buildings were taken over by this Venezuelan gang over the summer. Aurora police arrested a small number of known Venezuelan gang members in that area. This week, we could get a decision on the Kroger and Albertson merger. The trial fighting to stop it wrapped up more than a week ago. The state argued the merger violates the Colorado Antitrust Act. State Attorney General Phil Weiser says if it goes through, it would lead to less competition, damage worker rights, and bring higher grocery prices. On Thursday this week, parents and community members will learn which DPS schools the superintendent believes should close or consolidate. Dr. Alex Marrero blames declining enrollment for this push. Once he makes the announcement on Thursday, there will be more community meetings before a full board vote just before Thanksgiving.